Okay. This. No, there's a trail here.
Yeah.
So I was here, shoot, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? You can't see my footprints very well anymore. It's gone.
It doesn't look like they went down to this one.
Yeah, I don't know where they went. Suspicious. I really should have asked, but I have a feeling they would have not
He probably
answered.
wouldn't have, he was reluctant to give any info
Good point.
about the one we already knew about.
Well, the only reason I know the name to 9 Inch Nails Cave is because there's a nameplate and sign-in roster.
Is it named after the band?
I doubt. Yeah.
I doubt it.
Honestly, I think it's because of the ceiling.
Yeah. It's like I know the band 9 Inch Nails.
Whoops. Oh, I hit a tree branch. Whoopsie. That wasn't very good practice. Okay, no, let me know if it gets too slippery for you.
It's okay.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
It's a cool entrance walking up through all these trees like this.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the hidden forest.
Right. Good point. It's like the exact same scenario. So, once we get in here, so your eyes can adjust.
Yeah.
So, the trail goes straight ahead. Notice there's a little bit of ice up here hanging down.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Still, this looks pretty cool so far.
And then up on the ceiling there, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on my light here so I can watch the ground better. Honestly, it looks like there's less snow now than when I was here a couple of days ago. Oops.
Make sure my lights are all good to go.
Okay, there's ISO 12,000. That should be enough. Yeah, so there's a little bit of ice here, but it's not too bad. Maybe use the rocks as a handrail. Notice all the bird poop here?
Oh yeah.
Yum yum. I think that's pigeon poop. Okay, I'm gonna get down here to the U-turn and then I'll wait for you at the U-turn.
I gotta take it all in, man. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Hey, got my photos. Now I can move on to the next part.
Just make sure you stay on the trail here.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna get off the trail mostly to get out of your way. But
Wow.
so notice what happens if you keep going straight. There's ice right here. It's about 20 feet down to the next level.
Slip and you're
So
gone.
that's where we're going. And then there's a natural bridge and then another way.
Okay.
Now, in more reasonable weather, you can walk along this edge here. But with all the ice right there where you want to put your feet,
Yeah.
we're going to go the long way. But also, if you notice carefully, the trail goes back that way.
Okay. So it goes down over there.
Exactly.
Cool.
But so you notice that white cylinder, that's what I was talking about, the sign-in sheet?
Yeah.
That's where or register, they call it a cave register.
Yeah.
So if you use the cave, they ask you to sign in and let them know. So, and then look at the size of that nest up there on the ledge.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what kind of animal does that. I don't think bald eagles ever come in a cave like this. It would have to be an owl or a hawk or something.
Yeah.
Very weird, huh? That white stuff's, I think, pigeon poop. But do pigeons make nests at all?
I'm not sure. I've seen them living in the walls before.
Yeah. And then look at the skylight, how there's snow on the different levels.
Yeah, it's really.
And then
man.
the best part of the cave, the part with 3 or 4 layers, is
Yeah.
past that. So you ready to go on? Or?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna go first. Well, notice this dark stuff is ice, so
Yeah.
make sure you step around it. Now it's steep here, so I'm gonna go first. Or feet first.
Are we gonna leave our bags up here?
No, I'm just taking off because it's too tight to. Yeah, you want at least a couple spare flashlight batteries. We are coming back this way, so if you really want, you can probably leave your bag here. But I feel safer with it.
Okay.
It's my blinky. It's got my cell phone and GPS and all that fancy stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll go first. You can see how I do it. This is why I said, yeah, you'll want knee pads.
Okay.
There's a little bit of ice on these things, but it's not too bad. The good news is there's enough rocks. You only have to drop down like a couple of feet per step. Like I'm standing on a rock right now with my right foot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna figure out how to get my left foot down.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. What's up? Are you shooting video right now?
Yeah.
Help, I'm claustrophobic. Dude, those people in that other group back there at the visitor center, they said they were going to spend a week here, but they're claustrophobic. I'm like, what in the world? Are you sure about this?
I don't know
oh, well.
if it's meant for caving then.
So I told them, go try Skull Cave. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alright. Okay. I kind of see how you did that. Just go down backwards. You have handholds.
Well, like I said, with this steep, you definitely want to go feet first.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to be careful not to slip and land on my face. But anyway, but the good news is there's no bats down here, so you can use all the light you need.
Yeah.
We can talk. Okay, so I'm pretty much out of your way. I have one more little drop off to do.
Okay.
Okay, I'm standing on the ground. Let me put on my backpack. Yep. Okay, do you want any help or you got it figured out? All right, I'm gonna back up a bit. So I'm out of the way.
Okay, so now.
Okay.
Up there.
Yeah. Oops. I need to go back down a little farther here.
Heck
All
yeah.
right. Here we are.
It's like a nice little staircase.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, yeah, if it was too hard, I wouldn't have done it, especially by myself.
Yeah.
So there's still some more slope, but at least you can stand up and kind of walk if you watch your head.
Cool.
Oh, I did it, you're so close. Okay, so here we are. Notice there's ice on the floor here, so we'll have to stay along the edges. Wow. That natural bridge is like 4 feet thick, and it's pretty far. Yeah. But you also know how far down it is, or up it is, so if you fell here, that would really hurt.
The height from the floor to the ceiling here is crazy.
Yeah. So I think the right side or the left side, pick a side and you should be able to fit through. Cool. And remember, this greenery is from natural light getting in here because we're so close to the main entrance. Well, the west entrance. Oops. Hang on a second. All right. Notice there is a trail here, though, so I didn't make it up about... Okay, here's where it gets interesting. So we're underneath the natural bridge.
Yeah.
We need to get up. Okay. So you notice there's ice to the right mostly. Yeah. Which is where the trail is. So you might have to go left and get off the trail to be able to get up here.
Wow, these ice.
Notice, well, yeah, I was going to say there's some ice here, all the way up, multiple layers like a wedding cake. And then here, there's a big flat piece. So, and then here, you can, yeah, it's probably easier on the left. Okay. The white ice, I got good traction, but the clear ice, you won't have any traction. So, you'll have to be careful. Yeah. Now, I'm going to wait for you here. Now, I'm standing on ice, but so when you get to the top here, it'd be a little tricky. You go up to the left and then decide how you're going to do this.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Yep. The main tube is up here. Okay. But the ice floor is down there. Okay. So if you want to see the ice floor, I guess I can leave my backpack here. Yeah. But you see how there's ice glaze everywhere. Yeah. So I'm going to go first. Okay. So I can catch you if you follow me. But realistically, aim for sharp points. Like the top of this rock right here, maybe. This is nice. Yeah. But
I can kind of wedge my feet in between places. And
yeah. Well, just don't get yourself stuck. Yeah. But yeah. Look at that icicle right there. It's like a full column. It's only like...
It's just touching the ground there.
Right. All right. I'm going to go very slow. Oh, there's one here too. It's not very far down, but I'm like leaning against ice right now. I have nothing to grab onto, so yeah. Like to say at work, safety first. Yeah. All right. But again, I'm going feet first. I'm facing ice, so hopefully I can grab onto something if I slip.
Yeah.
I have traction devices on my feet, but nowhere else. Okay, I'm gonna keep going backwards. Give me a couple more feet, and then I'll be out of your way. You can start going. Oops. The good news is, if you fall, you don't fall very far.
That skylight is just gorgeous looking up at it.
Yeah.
Right
When we get up back to the main level, I'll show you some other good stuff.
Cool.
We're just getting started.
there. Nice.
Okay. Okay, so now, to see what I'm doing, I need to turn around.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this yet or not.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Wonder how many people come in this cave and don't even notice there's a lower level here.
I probably would have passed it.
I have a map. The map shows it pretty well. All right. I'm gonna wait for you on this ledge. Yeah. Don't get ahead of me or you'll fall to your death. All right, here we go.
Sweet.
Okay, so take a look around where you are. Notice the ceiling. Whoa. Notice the ceiling here is like 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
Even though we just came down like, what, 4 feet?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Where is it? Shoot, I can't find it. There's a piece of metal on the floor here. Anyway, somewhere up here, there's a piece of metal marking the ice used to be up this high.
Okay.
Like the first time I was here is like 6 inches below the pavement or the rock. So you had to walk along this edge so you don't walk on the ice.
Makes sense.
So last time I was here like 2 years ago, it's about chest high, so I could jump up and down here.
Yeah.
Now it's too far down for me to jump up and down here.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I can jump down. So here's the question.
Yeah.
If you go down here, you're gonna have to walk up that side,
And come
walk
back
along
on
this
the
ledge.
end.
Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
All right. In that case,
game.
the easiest way down is to drop. Oh, you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right, you go first.
I'm feeling
And
good.
then give me a few feet to get out of my way. But and then take a look behind you.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, coming down.
This is wicked cool.
When I was here, it wasn't like that. Okay.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Oops, hang on a second. There we are. Now I'm in the lowest known level of the ice. But yeah, you see how this was full. You see how it's melting. What's weird is melting faster on that one side. And we're nowhere, you don't know how deep this ice is. It could be another 30 feet. So in 100 years, this might be the coolest cave in the whole place.
These are crazy, like, drapery formations here. This is so cool.
But you can see here, by myself, I'm not quite strong enough to hop up anymore. I used to be able to do that when it was a little higher snow level, ice level. But yeah, look at that, how tall. Crazy. Considering we're at the lowest level of the cave, I guess we got the most up to the ground. So.
I'm going to pause my video real quick. I'm going to get some photos.
Okay.
Just because I don't like...
I'm going to look for that medallion I told you about.
Yeah.
I would have swore. Might be able to see it over here. I don't remember where it is. Let me know if you want some light.
I think I got plenty for what I need.
Okay.
But I'll let you know.
Yeah.
This is a really cool section of this cave, man.
Right.
I'm glad you showed me this.
Honestly, I prefer the easier parts. Wait till you see the upper levels. The upper levels are just like this, but with no ice. And it's got a view of the lower level. Anyway.
Okay. Almost ready.
Okay, yeah, take your time.
Yeah. Video's coming back on.
Well, whatever we don't finish today, we could do tomorrow.
Very true. God's giving me shapes and formations are just wicked. I can look at this stuff all day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but you heard those guys that they were talking about doing an ice survey. So I wonder if they are actually keeping track of the ice in some of the caves,
Yeah.
even if they didn't apparently do this one. They could have come through the other entrance because it's shorter, but
Yeah.
I like this entrance because of the trail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't get lost. Oh, there it is. Duh, to your left, right there.
Right there.
I think that's what marked the ice level.
So that this used to be a huge ice
It was an ice floor. Oh yeah. You look at my older videos, I think I show it too. So it's only like 10 years that it did this.
Wow, that was really deep full of ice
Yeah.
too.
So watch your step here.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a little bit of ice up here.
Yeah.
Not
that's
too much.
cool.
We're almost to the end of the cave, as far as I know.
Okay.
So that's why I said we could leave our backpacks back there. Obviously, we don't want to go too far without them. Notice there's a bone here.
Really?
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah. So you could probably crawl back there a ways, but I think this is pretty much it.
Okay.
Well, it should be
Oh, yeah,
obvious
there is
an
a
animal falls in here without a flashlight, it's not going anywhere, right? Not all animals are goats.
What kind of bone do you think that is?
It's smaller than a human.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, what's weird is where's the rest of the skeleton?
That is the weird.
So it might be underneath all this rock. I don't know.
The rubble. And yeah, you can't make it far if you go that way.
Yeah.
I don't know about to the right.
So the real no, it's completely blocked.
yeah. It's
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go out first. I'm gonna go real slow because I don't want to slip off.
Yeah.
But I managed to do this yesterday, so that way I could show you how,
Yeah.
or show you how not to do it. Hopefully. All right.
Watch your step, be careful.
Yeah. Well. Well, like I said, the first time I came here, I was trying not to be on the ice. So even there was ice here, I still kind of did this so I wouldn't get the ice all dirty. But at this point, yeah, there's no ice left to care.
Yeah.
It's, you know. Oops.
I wish it was full of just water. You could just dive right in.
Oh yeah, I think you'd be trapped in there.
Swimming pool.
Are you getting this on video?
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully I wore a good enough belt. Anyway. Oh shoot, my knee pad fell down.
Oh no, you gotta go back around. If you want, I can hop down and toss it up to you.
Yeah, why don't you do that? It'll save us both time. Can you... Arrgh. I thought I felt something coming loose, but I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was my shoelace. Just throw it way over here. All right, I got it, thanks.
Yeah.
Oops. I'm actually gonna pause the video. Or wait. Let me get a video of you coming up first.
All right, time for my trek.
Okay. Like I said, if you need any help, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just stay out of your way.
I think I'll be good. There's just this one little narrow.
Well, if you crouch down like I did, you can grab on too. So try to maintain your 3 points of contact. Keep in mind your knee can count as a point of contact. But the tricky part, if you lean too far left, you might slide to the right. So you kind of have to stay upright. Like I was reading about how penguins walk, they take really small steps.
Yeah.
So their body... All right, so let me pause the video for a second.